Right, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, it's speech time. You haven't heard them yet. It's speech time. And to start proceedings, please pray silence for today's Father of the Bride.
You need it.
Where do we start? No, it is. It is. No, right. First things first. Okay. Okay, can we all see that? Because someone reminded me that people are going to video it. So then we've got the second bit. Can I tell you about the speech? Right. Today, getting here, I was nearly late. It wasn't Liam that was late, it was me got here and then realised I'd left the speech at home and had to go all the way home to get the speech because I couldn't remember what it was. Then I got here and showed one of the bridesmaids the speech. Here it is. This is my speech. I was recommended not to read that. Becky? So I went on the internet, printed this off, changed some names. So if I've missed a couple of names, don't worry.
I'm worried.
No, honestly. No, I think I've changed the names. I need my glasses. Right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's my great pleasure and privilege to welcome you here. I'm sorry I didn't memorise it. Here all today to this amazing venue to celebrate the marriage of my beautiful daughter, who looks absolutely gorgeous today, and Marc. So, you look all right, to be fair. Since I learned Carrie and Marc were getting married, all that's been on my mind is speech. People will tell you I've been scared of this day for ages. At least I only have to do this once. Darren, you've got 6, maybe? Then on the 14th of March, 2016, I believe Marc proposed to Carrie on Nanthong Beach while on holiday, and of course Carrie said yes, and here we are today. I've been saying I'm going to do it, but always left out. I only actually did this on Monday, believe it or not. So I asked friends, and I said I should make it short and make sure that I welcome everyone, which I have done. I think I said hello. Tell a few things about Carrie's life and try and make it funny and make it short. I see it's only a couple of pages. There was a story about Carrie, because people said, you've got to find something funny about Carrie. So there was one funny thing, and then people said, don't say that about Carrie. So there was a little story. No, I'm not going to say it. Honestly, I'm not going to say it. Okay, I'll just say Creamfields, and we'll leave it at that, yeah? Liam knows what I'm on about, so I'll miss that paragraph out then. No. So Carrie was born 23rd of May 1992 at Chester Hospital, weighing just over £8. I think it was £8.2. £8.5. Something like that. And she was born, I cried. You know, people tell me that the best day of your life is probably when your children are born, which it is, and then you've got the wedding and all that. The only complaint I had is, obviously, Carrie was born. I was age 24. I had this little daughter, and when we left the hospital, I didn't get an instruction book or anything like that, so I just winged it, and here she is. Jan went back to work in the September. Then I became a house husband. What are you laughing at? I became a house husband and then loved every minute of it. Trips to the clinic, get away every week, walking up with Jan's sisters every Wednesday. No one prepares you for the emotional roller coaster that life brings you when it comes to having children. For example, the first day of school, when you drop it off and the car seat at the back is empty, the little seat. To when the first day Carrie goes to high school and you worry what friends that she'll meet, and she met some good friends. I think a few of them are here tonight. Now, yeah, okay, I missed that one out. The first big trip out of the country, I'll never forget, Carrie went to Thailand to meet a friend and Liam was out in Australia. We took her to the airport, which she was crying all the way there, down to the point of being actually at the airport and me ringing my dad to see if me and him can go with her. But eventually she got on the plane and off she went, and then we're sat there one night and then Carrie rings. I'm sat there crying her eyes out, can't find Liam. Crying, I mean really sobbing, like she was totally lost. So I started getting ready, put my shoes on, all stuff like that. You know, didn't I put my shoes on? Put my shoes on, ready to go and get her. And then she went, oh, here's Liam, love you, bye. That was it. Yeah, that's it. To be fair, Carrie didn't give us a lot of trouble through life. A couple of downs, but a hell of a lot of ups. Holidays, I think I've been on holiday probably more with Carrie and Liam than I have Jan. I have been on quite a few holidays. Birthday parties, lots of barbecues at our house, birthdays. I see Carrie every day at work. Me and Jan are very proud of the woman that she has become. If Carrie is anything like Jan, Marc, you're going to have a great life. Honestly, I do nothing at home. You, honestly. Marc has fitted well into our lives, very well, and obviously is very happy together. Marc joined our family in 2014 after the first date in Manchester on the 8th of June at Duke's Bar.
You didn't read my speech.
Have you actually got that? Sorry. And I believe you left your handbag in there, didn't you? So I've been told. I'm nearly finished. Marc also reacts calmly to Carrie's organisational skills and the search of perfection with everything she does in life and work. Marc's parents, Denise and Barry, have also welcomed Carrie into their lives. I've missed a bit here. Welcome Carrie into their family, and they should be very proud of the man Marc has become. I've known Marc for a number of years now. We've spent time on holidays together. Went to Benny, which Marc asked me not to mention in the speech. And I've come to know him very well. He's a great credit to his parents, Denise and Barry, and I think of a better person to be his son-in-law. I would like to thank all non-members of the family for taking the time to celebrate this special day with us, and I hope everyone will enjoy the rest of the day and evening. And I think I've finished. Finally, I would like to propose a toast to the happy couple and ask you all to join me in raising your glasses in a toast for a very long, happy and healthy future together. So, ladies and gentlemen, please stand and raise your glasses. To the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Williamson. I've finished.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, it's the man of the day. It's our groom. Please pray silence for Marc. Take your time.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to my first wedding. Thank you, Peter, for your loving and heartfelt speech. It's nice to see you without the flat cap for once. I have asked him to shut the blinds so that there's no glare off the head. But with it not being as sunny as expected, I think we're okay. If anyone does need any sunglasses for this or the glare from Carrie's teeth, then please let Alex, my best man, know. I'd like to start by thanking Peter and Jan, not only for your help in the wedding, but with welcoming me into your family and making me feel like one of your own. You are great parents and recent grandparents. I have many stories I would like to tell from the places we have been and the times we have shared, but today isn't the right time to bore people, as today is about me and Carrie. Jan, I'd like to give you a special thank you for giving up your time for the night of passion that you shared with Peter in creating this beautiful daughter. I know that would have been a hard task, but I do wish you would have stopped there. You both mean such a lot to me, but Peter, I do have to say, I'll always have the upper hand in officially taking your prized possession and stamping it with my surname. 1-0 to me. A big thank you has to go to my mum and dad for, again, the help with the wedding, but mainly for putting up with me, the biggest problem child known to mankind. We all know I've not been the easiest person to manage growing up, but both of you have stuck by me through thick and thin, and I would not be the man I am today without the both of you. You'll be glad to know that from today forward, I am now officially Carrie's problem. Now for the bridesmaids. Each and every one of you has put so much effort into the run-up to the wedding. By this I mean Carrie's 8 hen-dos that she has had. I know this would have meant the world to Carrie from the effort and the lengths you've gone to into perfecting this. And I just want to say thank you for being there. I'd like to toast the bridesmaids. To the bridesmaids. Need this. Now for Alex, my best man. This was a very easy decision in asking him to be best man. It has completely nothing to do that I was his best man, and I felt obliged into asking him. Alex has been the rock and reliability of my voice of reason in my times of need, and believe me, there has been many. Where am I here? I've been through so much with Alex, but 98% of it can never be spoke about in front of our guests. I would like to say a big thank you for him being by my side on this very special day, and very shortly you will hear the nice things he has to say about me. Now, this is very weird saying this, to my new wife. I'll start with talking about today. You have worked so hard in perfecting every last detail about this, and everyone can see how well it's turned out. We can all see how unbelievably stunning you are. I took Carrie out on a first date to Manchester for a few drinks, where we got. I'm not even going there. Where I got to know her a little more, and straight away fell head over heels for her. I never thought I'd be stood here being able to call her my wife. Carrie completely changed me and made me grow up from from the boy to a man. I think she has made our house we have together into a home and keeps my life in check. She keeps me very organised, and I'm very useless without her. There's a lot I can't explain about how I feel about Carrie, so I've made this video to help me.
Oh my God,
Where's the music? There should be music.
Should there be sound?
There should be sound. You need that backlight off.
Is this a joke? I am fuming.
I'll miss you in the dark. You made me feel I wasn't home. We danced the night away. We drank too much. I held your hair back when you were throwing up. Then you smiled over your shoulder. For a minute I was stone cold sober. I pulled you closer to my chest. And you asked me to
Now you can all see a small insight just how amazing she is to me. I love you. I'd like to raise a toast to Carrie, my new wife. Please be upstanding. To Carrie. I'd also like to make a special... Excuse me. A toast to someone that can't be here tonight. To my nan, Eve. Thank you.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, please pray silence for today's beautiful maid of honour. Take your time, take your time.
Marc, what are you doing to me? I'm going to speak now. We all know I'm an emotional wreck. I'd like to start by congratulating the new Mr. and Mrs. Williamson. Carrie, you've made the most amazing bride, and Marc, you've scrubbed up pretty well. I'm impressed. The day has finally arrived where you've both married the love of your life, and I'm so excited for you. We've been friends for a long time, and throughout the years we've travelled, laughed, danced, cried sometimes, mainly with laughter, but most importantly, drank a lot of Prosecco. You've become more like a sister to me over the years, and life would definitely not be the same without you in it. We've built so many memories, and today's the biggest to date. Throughout the last nearly 5 years, I've seen you and Marc grow from strength to strength as a couple, and I'm so excited for you both. I can't believe you're married. Does this mean we're actually adults? Because I'm not sure I'm prepared for that. You and Marc have made some huge milestones, your engagement being one of them. I'll never forget the day you got engaged, but not for the reason you might think. Now, we all know Carrie and Marc love a wind-up, especially Marc. So I was at my desk one day in work, minding my own business, got a text from Carrie in Thailand saying she was by herself. I had no idea what to do, which seems to be a running occurrence, giving your phone call to your dad. Finally got outside on FaceTime for them both to appear, laughing, and told me the exciting news. Once I got over being traumatised, it was all excitement from there, though, I promise. I love you to bits, and I'm so happy for you, and you've found the man of your dreams in Marc. Marc, you're an absolute gent. I was trying to think of a lot of words to describe you, but I think that sums you up perfectly. But in all seriousness, if someone said to me, pick the perfect person for a friend to marry and spend the rest of her life with, it would be you. I've never met two people more perfect for one another, and I'm so excited to see what married life will bring you. I love you both, and thank you so much for giving me the honour of being part of your special day. I can't wait to see what the next few years will bring you, and I'm sure it'll be absolutely amazing. I wish you a lifetime of happiness. So I'm keeping it short and sweet because I know you all want to get to the best man's speech, and I'm already shaken, but if everyone please could raise their glass to my beautiful best friend and her new husband, the bride and groom.
Here we go. Just to make everyone aware before I start, there is a stupid and childish game floating around. There's a cork on a fork somewhere. And if it ends up in your drink, without you seeing it, you've got to drink it. If you see it there, you've got to drink it. Right, anyway, afternoon. If you don't know me, I'm Alex. Probably better known to some as the big dog. Or the dog father, or just for short, dog. Now, I've had the honour and the privilege of Marc asking me to be best man. And since he was nice to me then, I'll try not to go in too hard on him. Now, when I say Marc asked me to be best man, I use it pretty loosely, because I can't remember him actually asking me. It was more like, best man. And it was assumed responsibility since then on.
Most best men aren't 6'4".
Oh, yeah. So, definitely didn't get a nice card, heartwarming message, maybe a nice little bottle of scotch to go with it, to ask me, but I'll let him off because I didn't give him any of that shite anyway. Right, before I continue about Marc, I just want to reiterate what Marc said before. Carrie, bridesmaids, stunning today, I'm sure everyone in here agree. That dress, unbelievable. To be fair, Mark is punching, and he is the first to say it. It's not me saying it. He does tell me all the time he is punching. So, this bit, I need everyone to make some serious noise for the parents. So we got Jan and Peter, Denise and Barry. I don't think either of them could ask for better parents. So let's hear some noise for them. I want some big noise. Come on. Now, I've known Mark for about 15 years now. He is like a brother. Nah, scrap that. He is my brother. Now, I know we don't see as much of each other anymore, like family, work, babies, you know how it is. But it doesn't matter. Every time we get together, it's just pick up where you left off, and that's someone, or a sign of someone you're going to be close with for a long time. And I've got no doubt in my mind that we are going to be brothers forever, whether we see each other every day or once a month, it doesn't matter. Now, you think over the last 15 years, I'd have a catalogue of stories that I could tell you from all our time we spent together. And you'd probably be right in thinking that. But the problem I've had for the last 18 months is trying to think of a story that, one, won't offend anyone, and two, is suitable to tell family, and it is pretty slim pickings, to be fair. Now, one thing I do know, Marc is besotted with Carrie, ever since he first started seeing her. Usual things happen, we don't see much of each other anymore, that's fine. But I wasn't expecting it to cause unemployment. Now, Chester's premier gentlemen's club, the Platinum Lounge, sadly closed its doors soon after. And I can only assume this was due to Marc not going every week. There was a plus side to this, though. As you saw before, they have been on 1 or 2 holidays, so the money saved from the Platinum Lounge could be spent going away with Carrie instead. So a couple of places they've been: Belfast, Dublin, Dubai, Rome, Singapore, Amsterdam, Paris, Mexico, Bali, Thailand. So that's the last 12 months. There is plenty more where that came from. Well, I won't bore you with that. Now, as the last place I mentioned, Thailand, Marc finally got the balls to do the right thing and ask Carrie to marry him. 3 years later, plenty of hard work by Carrie, 0 by Marc. Which is probably for the best, to be fair, because it would be a right shit show now if you're left to him. Now, a place not on that list, a special place, special to Marc in many ways, is Ibiza. Now, I've been with Marc 3 times. And every time I go, is a must visit is a place that is like top of his agenda is Ocean Beach Club. Now, considering he loves the place so much, I can't understand why he loves to make a scene, embarrass himself, and storm out every time we go. So, first time, picture the scene. Sun's out, guns out, the Huns are out. And when I say the Huns, I mean me, Marc and Rory. We've got our tan on, the tunes are on, and the 3rd bottle of Bombay Sapphire glistening in the sun. There's a glint appears in Marc's eye. He spies Rory by the pool, crouched, back to him, easy prey. Next moment, Marc's phone and wallet at the bottom of said pool. An argument ensues. Marc storms out. Me and Rory find him on a bench outside 30 minutes later. I think you all know what happened. He basically came up and fucking boosted him into the pool. That's it. Right. Second time we went, my stag. Well, again, picture that scene. Sun's out, guns out, all that. Marc's causing the scene again. An argument ensues. He's causing an altercation with my future brother-in-law. Again, storming out. His favourite place. Now, rumour has it this time, sobbing back to the hotel in the arms of Rory. That's a true story. That's a true story. Now, the third time was about 2 weeks ago for Marc's second stag. Picture that scene again. But 1, there was no guns out because we haven't got them anymore. 2, there was no sun out because the weather was shite. But all that matters, would Marc make it a hat-trick of storming out of Ocean Beach? It is disappointing to say that he didn't, and we all made it through to the end. we did stumble out together, but Marc did meet his idol. It wasn't Pancho from Dave Sanchez. It was Wayne Lineker, of course. Now, even managing to get a photo of him, but it was waiting outside the cubicles for him. Don't deny it, mate. Anything for Instagram. Anyway, just want to thank all the lads who did come to Newcastle and Ibiza. We had a few drinks, we had a few laughs, a few bromances were made, and I know I had a belting time, and I hope you all did too. I'm sure we'll have a drink together later. Now, talking of drink, I need everyone to get up. Put your drink down now. Put your drink down, because I want to hear some serious noise for Carrie and Marc, the legends. Carrie and Marc, come on! Right, I'm going to sit there. You can sit down now. I'm going to sit down and shut up in a sec. Before I do, I just prepared a little video. If you do notice any similarities between mine and Marc's, it's because they were made by the same person. With a little bit of editing help from my beautiful wife, Hayley.
There was an encore then.
singing when we were in the van. About 6 years ago, we found them on the video. Right, as you saw, the only difference was the music. Marc obviously used a Prince and James Arthur track in his. I managed to source the much respected musician and singer-songwriter that is Marc Williamson. So there he was. Anyway, all that's left is everyone to stand up with your glasses this time. Mr. and Mrs. Williamson. Come on, let's make some noise for them.